Hi, Leo. How are you? Welcome. I hope you're all doing really, really well. Leo, let's see how your energies are going to be at this moment so you can use them to your advantage and see a situation from a new point of view. This reading is general. Take what resonates with you. If not, disregard the message. And it applies to all those who have their sun, ascendant, moon, or Venus in Leo. Leo, if you need a personal consultation with me, you can email me at the address shown on the screen, and I will send you all the information you need. If you want, you can follow me on my other TikTok and Instagram accounts, where I will be uploading new content for all of you. All right, let's channel a message for the sign of Leo. You have here the Six of Wands, we have the Moon, the Two of Wands, and Strength.
So,
I feel, Leo, that right now you want to achieve something very important. This could be like achieving some kind of recognition, achieving some kind of promotion. It could be a promotion at your job, getting moved to another position, another role. But I feel like you're looking for that. You're looking for that prize, that reward, to be seen, to be recognized, to be noticed. I feel like this situation is in some way helping you let go of certain insecurities, certain fears, not giving in to fears, to uncertainty, and starting to believe in your potential and in yourself. The situation is inviting you to step out of what's familiar, to step out of your comfort zone, to broaden your horizons. This is like a Leo who is very focused on his growth. It's like Leo who is focused on success, on the successful outcome of a project or in your work. It's like saying, I can see myself down the line, or I see myself in that job, in that position. Maybe you've been offered, this could also be some promotion. Maybe a promotion within a company. But this also has to do with, like an important position, like a position that also requires greater responsibilities. There are new tasks. There are new routines. Information needs to be integrated. So it also has a cost. That's why now we understand the issue of what to do. Should I take this opportunity for growth or not? I'm not totally sure how things are going to go for me, how I'm going to feel, if I'm going to feel comfortable in that space. I'm getting into somewhat unfamiliar territory, right? So many times in this situation when you're there, like about to reach a big goal in your life, and about to get this recognition or this promotion, unconscious emotions get triggered. They come up and create doubts. You start to imagine unreal scenarios, which aren't real. So pay attention. Don't let yourself get carried away by what your mind is telling you, because you can kind of fall into a little trap there. Anyway, things are looking good for you because you have strength. It's not just an energy that represents you, Leo. It also brings out your best qualities. And this has to do with having that bravery and courage to face a situation that has made you afraid or has put you in a situation where you feel insecure. That's why you have good energy for it. And I have a little bit of fear about this change, about this promotion. But I'm going to do it. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to take the risk. I'm going to take that opportunity because I feel like it's what I've been looking for. I feel like on an unconscious level, this is something you've attracted. You've attracted both this growth and personal power. And it's like, I'm not going to leave it behind or pass it up, rather. This opportunity, it can benefit you a lot in the long run. In terms of recognition, promotion, work, career, exposure as well. So, something big is coming. something big, something about promotion, something very important, something that brings recognition, also responsibility. But the challenge is right there, to attack, or rather to face those little insecurities, to step a little out of what's familiar, to step out of what you know. Let's see what else we have. Dear Leo, overall energy available to you. You have here the Tower, the Ten of Swords, the Page of Swords, and the Four of Cups. Pay attention, Leo. I feel, Leo, that this promotion we've talked about, this opportunity for advancement, I see that there are certain tests, certain challenges there. Things that weren't expected. It's like, well, one thing is to visualize it, one thing is to plan it, and another thing is to experience it and live it. Maybe in practice, it's like, well, we're going to give you a test, an entrance exam, or an aptitude test, for example, to see if you can take on this position or not. That's why I say that this test can be surprising at first. It's like, wow, they're taking me out of my place. They're taking me out of my comfort zone. And of course, the test, pay attention. It can be complex. It can be tough. It requires study. It requires learning. It requires an open mind. I think this challenges your mind. There's a challenge to your wisdom, to the information you have, to staying alert as well, and also to being careful. Study what you need to study and be well prepared. This is like, for example, if you have to take an exam, an entrance exam, or if there's a career change and so on. There's a lot of desire to do this, but when the time comes, I find myself in a situation that's not what I expected. Because it's complicated, because it's complex, because I feel like, that feeling afterwards of thinking I won't be able to do it because it's just too much, right? I've been surprised by what I've found. It's not easy at all. That's why I see you there, like you're taking a moment to reflect, to look inward. Give yourself that moment. Don't rush to make decisions. Don't make impulsive decisions on the spot. Be patient with the situation. Prepare yourself. If this has to do with taking an exam or something similar, prepare yourself in terms of studying, learning, studying ahead of time. To have that information that supports you, that gives you that kind of confidence and prepares you for this situation, okay? So you don't get caught off guard, right? So you don't end up in a situation where you say, no, I can't handle this. I feel like it's a lot. I feel like it's too much. I don't know if I'll be able to adapt to this change. It's making me doubt the decision I made. Or even the offer of a change as well, right? But let's see what else we have, how this situation evolves, Leo. General energy available. Leo, you have the Magician, the Ace of Wands, the Fool. Wow, Temperance. It's patience, Leo, right? This is like nothing can defeat you. Nothing can defeat you. With patience and calm, things will find their way and their balance. I feel, yes, that there's a tough test or a tough exam as well. This is also like a test. It could be a literal test or a life challenge, something personal that you've had to go through. But the good thing is that you come out of this situation. I feel like you come out stronger, you come out enlightened, you come out with a new vision, also of life, with a different perspective, and ready to take the next step, right? If this has to do with starting this new job or this new position, You are going to pass that test. That's why I say don't give up. Even though it may be complex and difficult to get through the moment you're going through. What I feel is that you will be able to start. There's an energy of new beginnings, of a new position, a new job, right? Being selected. There's an impressive potential for a new beginning right now, isn't there? It's like it's very strong, right? What you are about to start. And I feel that many Leos have made or are about to make career changes. Those Leos who are studying, maybe in college, have chosen a career and now have decided to change direction, right? To start moving towards something different, something that connects more with your instinct, something that maybe you like more. And you say, no, this, what I was studying, I don't want to study it anymore. There's something here about ending something or breaking with something, literally, so that you can have free space, so you can create or start a new career, a new project, because there are other goals. There's something else that's starting to interest you. This applies to studies, higher education, but it also applies to professions, careers, and work, okay?
Okay.
It's like I feel that the energy's rearranging itself. That's why I said it's being channeled, it's balancing out and going where it needs to go. What doesn't fit, what doesn't belong in your life, or what no longer resonates is what gets released. It's what gets discarded. And yes, the new is embraced. Let's see what we have, Leo, in the oracle. This is the Egyptian oracle. Let's go with some advice or a message. Okay. For this moment, well, here we have what has come up. You have affinity here. This is Arcanum number 50. And pay attention because it's an energy that I feel is here. We have Mercury, Arcanum number 5, which is very connected to what we've talked about regarding studies and information. You're at a moment where your mind is being refined. It's being tuned. It's tuning into a new kind of information or new kinds of interest. It's like, hey, I've realized that I've started to like this subject, this career, this profession, or I want to dedicate myself to this. So it's like you're tuning in to what really attracts you when it comes to information. But it's also an energy that, well, is also very related to social connection. You're going to start connecting with a new group of people, with new people, and especially on a mental level. It's not like, hey, we share the same ideas, the same ideals, the same future projects. You're starting to establish new relationships, new connections. So what are you starting to do? To connect, to feel an affinity with new social circles. Dear Leo, this is what we've seen for all of you regarding the general energy available. Have a beautiful day, and I'll see you here next time.